Hey everybody, welcome to Chortle Games Live. My name is Steven. I am rearranging all of my windows so that I can see everything I'm supposed to see. Cool. This is Dragon's Dogma. I just felt like I've been playing this a lot in my own time. On the Nintendo Switch, of all things. Just the convenience of the Switch is just nice. Anyone who has played this game
it's all well
in the past or has been keeping up with it knows that it's high time to announce a sequel. They have one that they're working on. They just won't talk about it. They were doing a 10th anniversary celebration.
What will it be today? Understood.
Tomorrow, because this game is 10 years old. But they're doing like a making of video showcase tomorrow, which everyone is hoping is just a ruse for them to finally announce a sequel, because it needs to happen. But yeah, just felt like doing a live stream. Hey Vortex. Gonna be honest, today has sucked bad, so that's one reason I'm here. I just need to do something, I guess. Bide my time. Takes a very long time to access the servers whenever I rest. It's accessing... This is not Skyrim. This is Dragon's Dogma, made by the makers of Devil May Cry. This is the game I've been playing a lot in my spare time. The reason it accesses the server is because my pawn that I made, so my sidekick is Anna. I made her a support mage. So whenever I rest at the inn, if anyone has been using Anna in their game, because you can recruit other people's pawns, that is her time to report back to me and tell me what she's learned and give me the rift crystals that she's earned, stuff like that.
What will it be today?
And the two pawns that I've recruited, I kind of cheated, but I don't care. Let's see, that's what I was going to do. Okay, so I'm definitely going to use those on my magic archer. That is very nice. Got a lot of new equipment from the dungeon I've been running. Hey, Flynn.
What will it be today?
Here we go. Really like the design of this longbow. I think that's super cool looking. And these daggers are just the heads of like halberds that have just been refitted into being daggers, which is pretty cool. Where is the I think I got silk hosen, so I need to see, or silk tights. I cannot wear that. I'm sorry. I don't care if that gives me plus 100 strength.
What will it be today?
I cannot wear that.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
For Anna. I need to give that to... No, that's an arch staff. That's right. So I need to not give that to her.
What will it be today? Have your pick. What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again.
Yeah, what was the update, Vortex? Anything good?
Me, I've no love of magic and its kind. Iron and steel honed to an age. The masterworks all.
Okay.
The masterwork, come again.
That's not what I meant to do.
Especially the masterworks all. You can't go wrong.
A flying turret drone.
The master, come.
How does that work? Is it a weapon? What class does it go to? I have many questions. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and save the game. I would like to apologize in advance for my terrible aim in this game. I'm not good with aiming on Nintendo Switch. So, and the reason I'm playing Ranger right now is because I'm trying to level up my Magic Archer. Or I'm trying to level up my Ranger and get all the skills for the vocation, so I can switch back to Magic Archer. I do enjoy the Ranger a lot, though. Map. Hey, Courtney. Let's see, quests. There's this kid's father. Of course they're in the castle. Okay. I'm gonna look for this kid's missing father.
Let's try the castle dungeon.
Arisen, if you infiltrate the dungeons, do try to avoid excessive
Great
capture.
advice. Survivalist got a buff? This is Dragon's Dogma, Courtney. Correct.
The stairs ahead lead to top of the
What'd they do to buff Survivalist?
Day to night. This area feels completely.
I'm gonna go fight a dragon here in a minute. But
Let's
I figured I'd try
castle
to...
dungeon. Skeleton keys come up for sale in shops on occasion, Master.
Do I really need a freaking skeleton key? So this guy is probably underground. Multiple drones, you can only use one at a time. You have to throw it up in the area you want it to be in. That seems like such a weird killing floor thing. That's so stupid for this. Why does survivalist even exist? Oh, a skeleton key. Okay. Yep, not gonna stop me. Cool. That is hilarious.
My permit, then my son, that such a fate could befall me. 'Twas ill luck alone put me in this spot. I was attending to my duties as a royal aide, but I knew them not. Yet without warning, he accused me of spying on them. I've lived the but that no.
Okay, so I have to escort him from this dungeon. How am I gonna pull that off? Because the guards are just gonna attack me. Oh god. It's the neighbor from Hello Neighbor. Oh.
Ah, the mate.
No, get out of the way so I can close the door. I want to make this guy rot in here. Move! I can't close. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay.
What do you think? Such flagrant.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? What? Okay, so... What?
Do as you're told, and a bit of coin will buy you freedom.
Piss off. That's actually pretty good, Vortex. Even though I'm not a fan of the excessive monetization of the game, that's not bad at all. How do I get out of here? I promise this game is great, guys. I'm confused why they just were able to arrest me outright. I'm the Arisen. I could have killed all of them. What if I didn't have 5,000 gold? How do I get out of here? I've never gotten arrested in this game, guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, come get your 5,000 gold.
Do as you're told. I've no love of crowds unless still.
Prick. So it's just gonna kick me out of the into the cat? Really? I'm sorry, but screw that kid's dad. I'm not going to save him. That's just not worth it. If you're gonna make me not able to use any of my gear or even like combat things at all in this an action game, I'm sorry, but I hate when they do the whole thing where it's like they spot you and then suddenly you are instantly taken away. It's stupid. It's bullcrap, and I hate it. I'm not gonna allow it.
Well met, you seek a wayward gardener? Yet, I believe the workman's is...
Okay, you're no help. I'm gonna go kill a dragon. How's that? Oh, wait. Speaking to the Dragon Forged. Okay. First, I'm gonna see if I can go kill a drake. There's my... So before Dark Arisen came out, which was the expansion to this game that came out in 2011, fairy stones, which that's the thing I just used. The way fast travel worked, you had to use fairy stones, which were consumable, and you could fast travel to port crystals. And port crystals are things you could pick up, like that's a port crystal. You find them and you can drop them on the ground, so you get to pick where your fast travel locations are. But with fairy stones being consumable, this game encouraged you to walk most places and use fairy stones in times of excessive need. But then in Dark Arisen, they were like, oh, let's just give you a fairy stone that works all the time, because a big complaint people had was the fact they had you walk everywhere. There he is. But I kind of liked it. Honestly, the Eternal Fairy Stone spoiled me. Boy. Boom. I take it back what I said about my terrible aim. I am amazing. That was a joke. That was a joke. Ready for you, just come on down.
Some beasts still remain. Anytime.
Why are my pawns doing literally nothing? So I've got a warrior, which is number 2. I didn't make him. He's a recruit, and he's kind of stupid. He's actually a moron. And then pawn, which is a max level pawn that I got from another player. She is a sorcerer, so she could end this battle at any time if she wanted, but she just won't cast a spell.
The Wings Master! Strike it from the sky!
Wasn't that a line from Spider-Man when Osborn's talking to the Goblin. And he's like, "The heart, Norman. Go for the heart," or something. When he decides to go attack Aunt May. There we go. There we go. See how much help that just took? Because the sorcerer decided to actually use the spell. And the Drake just downed all my teammates. Okay, so we're going to use some curatives. Let's eat some mushrooms. Oh, those do stamina. Well, that sucks. My god, do something, number 2. Do anything, except for stand there like a jackass.
Help me!
Honestly, take him. Take him. So the Drake can convert your pawns. He was trying to do that to number 2. Oh, and down. And see, that's why the sorcerer is so ridiculous. She can literally just snap her finger and the fight ends. Got him. The seat of God lies beyond. I like how the dragons all speak in like a dragon language. Maybe it's like Pokemon, where because my level is so low and number 2 and pawns are so high that they just won't do anything, and I need to get more badges before they'll actually try fighting. How do I zoom out? I like how this move is called Tenfold Flurry. I'm firing 10 arrows at once. Oh, and Pawn decided to get off her butt and call down meteors from the sky, so everything's dead. See what I mean? So the reason I went to go fight that dragon was because if you fight a dragon, and that was a lesser dragon, that was a Drake, but if you fight a dragon, you have a chance of dragon forging your equipment. And as you may have seen, my scarf actually got dragon forged. That's what that dragon symbol at the top left of the icon is. Well, because Vortex, if you look, this is a great bow. So it's like 2 bows stacked on top of each other, and that's the comet shot. So they made it sound like an actual sniper rifle because it's a snipe. Oh, actually, I guess that's definitely area you were talking about. Yeah, because charged up and yeah, I think that was just kind of a joke. They made it to where the bow, when it does its charged shot, sounds like a sniper rifle. I love it. I think it's funny. Alright, so now we're going to Fairy Stone over to the objective. We're actually going to maybe kill Grigori the dragon. The whole plot of this game is that there is a cycle that must happen every so often where there is a dragon that comes. And when the dragon comes to wreak havoc on the land, Grand Sword, the dragon chooses someone who is known as the Arisen. the dragon takes their heart and consumes it, and basically says, if you want it back, come kill me. So the cycle is, there's always a dragon, there's always an Arisen. The Arisen has to kill the dragon.
What meaning do you
We are the
suppose
Arisen,
those stones
obviously.
support, Crystal Master? This looks interesting.
So the dragon took our heart,
Suppose the
and
merchants have needed
now we
mercenaries
are
to ply their trades.
trying to save the kingdom. We've been hunting the dragon. The Arisen also has access to a species known as the Pawns. That's my team that is with me. And the mechanic there is that you create one pawn that is always with you, and you can have up to 2 other pawns, which you select from the Rift, which is an interdimensional plane. And the pawns you select from are the sidekicks that other players have made. It's a very cool concept because, for example, Anna is my pawn. I made her a support mage because not a lot of people make their pawns support mages, so I figured I could make her like someone who increases magic defense by a lot, does heals, does weapon buffs, all that jazz. So
Cannot be too careful at the water's edge.
people may recruit Anna to join their game, much like I have number 2 and pawn. And when they are done with her, they'll release her, and they can choose to send me back a gift and a review and stuff. And when they send her back, Anna returns to my game whenever I rest. She never leaves my game, but like she comes back as if she's been journeying away with someone else, and she actually learns from the quests and fights that she takes part in the other game. So pawns, good lord, while they don't level up like numerically in another player's game, they gain knowledge. Look it up. Oh, come on. There it is. I named her Anna. Because I figured I made mine Steven, I made Anna my pawn. Because, well, 1, she's my wife. But 2, it was either Anna, Jeremy, or Jake, and I figured it would make more sense if I just made Anna my pawn.
I'm at your side. It's best to sever the tail.
I will protect you.
No, you won't. Just stand there and do nothing, moron. Number 2 was great for a while because he's level 115 and I'm like level 55. So he's been a great help, but now it just seems like he doesn't do anything.
Seems we're well downstream. Perhaps ought to be.
Yep, thank you, Pawn. Yep. Pawn just obliterated them with a giant spike of ice. Using magic in this game is basically cheating. I might play Sorcerer a little bit so you guys can see it, but it's ridiculous. You can create large tornadoes, giant earthquakes, call down meteors from the sky. Oh, she's doing the meteor spell. I gotta protect her. She actually has to, like, incant it. It's pretty cool. Did you just cancel the spell? Alright, she's doing it again. I'm gonna let her call it down. And there we go. Here come the meteors. And there it is. That is the meteor spell. I didn't realize Anna was the one using Glycel, so she was the one who created the spike of ice out of the ground. Come on. I forgot how much I love that ability.
Very well.
That's how you adjust zoom. Got it. Look at that. See that shot? Beautiful. Alright, let's actually go on our journey.
Cast an eye below as we cross. There may be aught beneath the bridge. The roads are safer than the brush.
See the pawns chiming in with their input. That is knowledge that they've learned through their... What? Looks like we're eating good tonight. Yep, come on. Take the bait. Hit it with magic. Come on. I'm not gonna do all the work myself. Alright. Where are those shrooms? There we go. Like I said, having pawn is cheating. In fact, I think I'm gonna kick her out of my party because she just ends everything. Unless if I go to Bitter Black Isle, that's when it's useful. That's the Dark Arisen dungeon that they added. Yeah, you can climb on top of monsters. That griffin could have flown off with me riding his back, basically. There's a class called the Strider. And they're best at that, at mounting monsters. It's the prerequisite to the Ranger. Strider uses daggers and short bow. Ranger uses daggers and great bow.
Must have been built ages ago. A bridge.
This is probably a pawn that I could recruit.
Hello.
Yep, Simon.
The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which we'll see us to our destination.
Hello.
This person's got some thick legs.
Yes,
Jeez. Pawns have no soul, so the Arisen can treat them however he wants.
Look over there. Hello. Yes, Arisen.
Lucy looks pretty cool. You will not throw. And who are you? Ginny. This is the uncomfortable thing you get, is that you get a lot of people who dress characters up. Like, for one, they make their character look like a child, and then they dress them up, basically, in underwear. You get a lot of that. Oh, wow, she tried to kill me. I was gonna throw her into the river. Got him. That's two. Can I make the shot? Oh, beautiful.
That would target the Arisen on mine.
Okay, yep. Thank you, pawn. Oh, there's Ginny. The creator is disgusting. Moving on. She's dead.
I hear a lack of supplies has weakened the Duke's defenses in the north.
It's getting dark. The world is more dangerous at night.
No single strategy will serve
Have a
every
deer.
encounter. One must adapt.
I'm not gonna throw you. Run along. You though, that is hilarious. Oh, oh. It's... Okay, good. I didn't kill it. Who's this?
Hello. Yes, Arisen.
Vela. She is a mage.
Yes,
I already have a mage. Thank you. Alright. Go! Mush! Oh wow, it worked. Okay, and Anna killed it. She did not like that one bit.
It is weary work, standing guard in hostile lands. Morale can falter.
Okay. Are we even headed in the right... Okay, we're headed in the right direction. Wait. Okay, yeah. We're good. As soon as I rank up Ranger to max, I'm probably going to switch back over to Magic Archer. Now, I could kill that if I was dealing magic damage, but I am dealing physical damage, because I'm a Ranger. But if one of the pawns, like if I ask help,
I'm on my way.
They're going to give me a Holy Affinity. So now my weapons are imbued with Holy Magic, which means... Okay, guys, I've got it. Stop blessing me. Really? There are too many trees, apparently. Oh my god. There it is. See? Flawless. I'm great at this game. Oh, skeletons raising from the dead.
We have triumphed.
It's true. I don't know where people got oink from, because that is nothing like what pigs sound like. Peppa Pig has been leading our youth astray.
Easily spotted out in the open plains.
Wow. Only holy magic will end its wicked existence. Has anyone ever described your life as a wicked existence?
This path runs the canyon floor. We'll need to stay wary.
I'm an idiot. It's the dead zone on the Switch controller. That's the problem. Like, it's not even a sensitivity thing. It's that, like, I try to make minute changes to my angle, and it just, I have to put so much pressure in to get it to move at all. Welcome back for me. How's the audio, by the way? Do I need to make any adjustments? I'll lower the speakers in my ears a little bit. I'm gonna eat an apple. I'll get paid.
There, Master. Dire wolves.
Dire wolves.
Bloodthirsty than a wolf.
How did...
Did it!
Got one.
Nightmares from that one.
From what?
They say in times long past,
There,
such
Master.
hill figures were
Dire
not
wolves.
uncommon.
We have triumphed.
Strength in numbers arisen.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me make adjustments.
Dire wolf!
Bring that down a little bit. And... That's where I'm supposed to go. I'll try to speak up a little bit.
It is more bloodthirsty than a wolf!
There's something drawn on the hill.
Okay.
My master chose to. He cut.
I have it!
The hour is come, Arisen. Seek the temple atop the tainted mountain. Beyond the great wall, at its pinnacle, in the shadow of the world, keeper of the endless ring. You will make your choice. What you there become, only you.
I don't know what that means.
Then to the tainted mountain. 'Tis time to face the dragon once and for all.
Then, to the tainted mountain.
Okay.
'Tis time to face the dragon once and
So that tells me, obviously, number 2 and Pawn have killed the dragon before in their game. Sometimes the pawns say really stupid things, like when you go into a cave, they say, "'Tis seems to lead into the earth, sir." That's kind of part of the charm of pawns, is that they don't have any comprehension of what is regular human knowledge or not. So they literally exist. They're basically
The tainted
Clippy
mountain
from
lies beyond
Microsoft
the great
Word
wall.
in human form.
Something drawn on the hill.
They will give you every bit of advice, even if you don't ask for it. But it's because they think that's what they're supposed to do. Like that's their programming, it's their purpose. Okay. Dragon leather vest. What the hell? When did I get that? That's kind of cool. I might try to upgrade that. That looks super cool. Actually, what is the, I tend to play Fashion Souls in this game more than anything. Yeah, I like that better than the other one. So I just need to work on upgrading the Dragon Leather Vest. Alright, so I know I want to fight the dragon as a magic archer, I think. Alright, so yeah, I could go over there literally whenever I want to. So, before I do that, I'm going to find a rift crystal. And I'm going to put pawn away. Because she's ending things too quickly. Gotta keep the fights interesting, you know?
It is a port crystal. One can reach it from anywhere.
There's a port crystal. It's a port crystal, Master. Master, is this the port crystal? Oh my god, it's a port crystal. Who are you?
Hello.
Another child named Ruru. Okay. Who are you?
Hello.
You are terrifying.
Yes, Arisen.
Let's go into the rift. So that, oh, who are you?
Hello.
That's a lot. You look super cool. I love the sword too. It is a cool sword.
Hello. Can I help?
Magnolia. Are you a sorcerer? You're a mage. I can't hire another mage.
You can summon pawns as necessity demands.
Hello. Can I help
Connor. You are a strider.
Can I
You know
help
what?
You cannot take on any more followers without releasing one of your current companions. I am honored.
Have a rotten fish. But you know what? I'm gonna give you all 5 stars because you carried me through some fights. Go tell your master.
I'd hoped. May our path.
Okay, I'll come back for you. Oh, who are you?
Hello. Yes.
Alita. Oh, it actually looks like Alita Battle Angel. That's cool.
Yes, Arisen.
I will not throw you off a cliff. Oh, pfft. That kid just stayed down there where I threw him. Who are you?
Hello. Can I help you?
Wait, I already
Then I
talked
bid
to you. Okay. Courtney, you missed the Drake fight, didn't you? I think you were AFK when that happened.
Remember to save enough for launch. Also, some weapons can be further in.
On your travel.
Assault, have your pick.
They talk
What will
so
it be?
much. It's like a running joke with this game that they just spit out the most obvious advice. Like whenever you fight wolves, you will hear no fewer than 3 times. Wolves hunting packs arisen. It's great.
What will it be today?
It was pretty cool. But now that we don't have someone who can snap her fingers and kill everything,
Have your pick. Any you like.
we can
What will it be
actually
today? Understood.
appreciate the fights. I'm gonna rest and then I'm gonna go kill a lot of bandits, and hopefully, I'm trying to rank up Ranger all the way before I fight the dragon, so I can switch over to Magic Archer, because that's the class that I prefer. I think. On Switch, I definitely prefer it because I can't aim worth crap on Switch. But for some reason, that's where I chose to play the game the most. I've purchased this game 4 times. Once on Xbox 360 when it launched. Wait. 5 times. Once on Xbox 360 when it launched. Again when they released Dark Arisen. There probably is Vortex. Once on PC. Once on PS4. And then on Switch. This game is actually $5 right now. I believe on all platforms it's $5. I know it's not going to happen, but gosh, can you imagine if tomorrow this Dragon's Dogma 10th anniversary celebration that they've been hyping up, if they shadow dropped Dragon's Dogma 2? If they're like, yeah, we've been working on this game in secret, it's ready to go today, enjoy. Oh my god, can you imagine?
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
And for anyone who's curious about the story of this game or the world of this game, but is like, ooh, gross, video games? I don't want to play a video game. I would much rather the story be presented to me in an anime. Well, great news for you strange viewers. There is a Dragon's Dogma anime on Netflix. I do not know how it is because I did not watch it. Because part of the appeal to me in Dragon's Dogma is the character creation and just the vast variety of characters. So.
Far stronger than a common goblin.
Look at all those roundhouse kicks. Roadhouse, let's go.
We have triumphed.
What's this?
Yeah, the story, I don't know if it is supposed to be like this iteration, because the way the game works, I don't know if you're here for it, Courtney. My understanding of the story is that there's a cycle that keeps happening where there is a dragon. The dragon comes to Grancis and wreaks havoc. But the dragon chooses someone, takes their heart, consumes it, and challenges them. And that person is the Arisen. The Arisen has access to the pawns, which are the Clippy in human form. And they are a guild of beings that exist between dimensions or something. So the Arisen uses the pawns to aid them in their quest to kill the dragon. So it's a very run-of-the-mill quest to kill the dragon, but they add a lot of interesting concepts like the pawns and potentially different iterations and stuff like that. So I don't know if the anime is supposed to be a one-to-one iteration of the game, like it's retelling the game story, or if it's just one of the iterations of the cycle. I do not know. You know what I do know, though? That wolf's dead. It's a big boy. The combat is very good. This is probably my favorite fantasy RPG combat system that I can think of off the top of my head, because it's very free-flowing. Like, it's not like something like The Witcher or Assassin's Creed. I'm just going to use them both as an example, which is very lock-on to the enemy, counter, kill kind of stuff. It's very open to... It's not bound to mechanics, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I've got a light attack, a heavy attack, 3 abilities for my primary weapon, 3 abilities for my secondary weapon, and then a few extra moves that I can do with, like, as a combo.
Keep watch for falling rocks
and there's no lock-on camera. Something about it just feels very fluid. Yep, stand right there. It really, it does that to me too.
Twist. It's hard to see what lies ahead.
Every single time I do, I shoot a DOG. Flynn was looking at me, so I had to spell. I look at Flynn, and I just feel like spelling. So something I like about the Magic Archer over the Ranger, 1, the bow locks on, which is great, but 2, the daggers, there are moves that only the Magic Archer gets with daggers that are less of, like, you know, athletic kind of quick stabs or whatever, and it uses the daggers as a magic conduit, so basically casting a sigil spell through it. And I think that's really cool. I'm basically going down this way to find an ogre and a chimera, or a cyclops and a chimera.
Sick 'em, boys.
With my support.
takes a lot of stamina. Tank number 2.
Strength in numbers.
I was playing this game the other day, and number 2. So I was walking around Grand Soren, which is the main city. Was that a triple kill? I think it was. Golly, I'm amazing at this game. I was walking around Grand Soren at night, and this dude rounds the corner wearing all black robes, looks like a cult member, and he just goes, what was his exact wording? It was like, my arch enemy, or something like something that is like, this guy's purpose is to get revenge on me, basically. But before he could even finish what he was saying, number 2 takes that hammer of his and does that reverse move that he just did, where he like yeets them into space. So the guy didn't even get to finish the sentence. I don't even know who it was.
This should change the stakes.
Mortal enemy, that's what he said. My mortal enemy. And so I have a mortal enemy out there somewhere, but I'm never going to be able to tell you who it was because number 2 sent them to the moon. Bruh. Oh, no, don't. Oh. Oh. Didn't go through.
The goblins of this forest have a taste for human flesh. Armed bandits
Okay. Yeah, I literally lived the Scarlet Witch Thanos meme of, you took everything from me, I don't even know who you are. I literally had that happen to me in this game. Oh.
We have triumphed.
Counter after they strike.
Come on. Yeah, hold nothing back. That's the thing to say after that just happened to you. Thanks, Anna. I love the healing. Love it, but can't see literally anything at all. Cool. Like I said, number 2 used to be fantastic, like when I was lower level, but for whatever reason, when I play harder content, number 2 does nothing. He just stands there, and he'll, like, talk all big, like, anyone who touches the Arisen is mine. But he just barely goes and fights. Go!
Worry yourself, then. On my way. Is that all you have for me?
Go get him, number 2. Not if I sick you first. Close to me, I dare you, I'll kick you. And so there are more moves than what you guys are seeing. Each class has a wide variety of moves they can learn, but these are what I have equipped. Like there's a flurry of slashes I could use with the daggers that I don't use. See that? See how I helped number 2 by stunning that guy? Come on. Come on. Drop that. Drop the club. Oh, come on. He barely cares that I exist. I'm gonna make him drop that weapon. There it is. Go!
Just leave yourself to me.
Drop. And there's both targets. Look at that. Maybe I am good at this game. And down he goes. Normally I'd shoot him in the eye, but he's got a helmet on. Gosh, my stamina recharges so slowly. Any shrooms? Need some shrooms. No, no, no. Come on. Okay. Oh, pick his weapon back up. Take off the helmet. Woo. Okay. Ah, he took off the helmet. Look at that. Mission accomplished. And they have a ranger with them. Come on, look at me, look at me. Look at me. Drop the weapon. Got him. Yep, run away from that's it. You're going exactly where I want. Nope. Nope. 2, get away. Let me grab him.
Bloody hell!
I want to throw him into the ocean.
They're left exposed after a planned strike.
There we go. The water will kill you in this game, by the way. There are evil piranhas or something that exist in the water, and they eat you. So you can't swim. There's no swimming.
What's this?
I need to go find a chimera. Chimeras are fun to fight. You guys still with me?
Not deceiving.
Sorry if this is boring. I just needed something to distract myself. I was probably going to play this anyway, and it helps me to have company. Because today sucked.
Bandits aren't fond of intruders. If they see us, they'll attack.
Maybe this is how I need to start moving around. It doesn't take stamina for some reason. I'm Sonic now. You just know that somebody made a pawn that looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. I always thought that this game, even maybe through the last generation, well, let's just say the Xbox 360 generation, this game had the best character creator, I think.
What's this? Saurian!
Oh, look, Saurians? Well, good thing I'm a not-so-sword.
Wolves, perhaps, or wild dogs. Beasts dwell in water. Best we remain cautious.
Fiends are swift. Be wary.
I love that move. It's called Toss and Trigger. I kick them up in the air, then I throw explosive dust, and then I ignite the dust. I don't know how that happens in such rapid succession, but I don't care. I wonder if Saurians grow their tails back or not. Okay. Where's the Chimera? Give me a Chimera.
A strong flame may take it out. The tail is severed!
Sever the tail!
Ah. Like I said, you know someone made Sonic the Hedgehog as their pawn, and that's the move that they use. I guarantee you that their owner, who played this game as a meme for like maybe 10 levels, made it to where that move where they dash around was literally their only move to it.
Please, run it down!
A strong flame may take it out.
Gosh. I love how much knockback is on the great bow. Overkill. Give me a Chimera. I want a Chimera.
Keep watch on your surroundings. They hold
All these
threats
rocks
and
are off
treasures
coated
alike.
thick in moss. Keep an eye out for them.
Did number 2 just tell me to look out for rocks?
With the next, Master.
This game doesn't really have an autosave system, so you gotta save.
There's a risen. Ready yourself.
Oh. That guy ran away. Oh, come on. Thank you.
Did it! That's all.
Amazing. Okay, Connor over here is a little cocky. There's the Chimera. Don't know if you guys saw it.
We're still a fair way from the nearest settlement.
Bring it on. Chimera is a combination of a lion, well, for the front half, a goat for the back half, and the tail is a snake. Fascinating.
I'll grab hold of it!
That snake wants me bad.
It's falling! Strike!
Okay. The Saurian gang has decided they want to chip in.
None may touch the arisen.
Oh, who's up there? Who's up? Oh, the snake's got me. Guys. Number 2. This is your whole thing. Number 2. He's eating me. Okay, they killed the snake. Thanks, number 2. I only have minor severe bite marks. What's interesting about it, though, is that based on where you attack, you can take out the different parts of the Chimera separately. So, like, the lion is your physical combatant, the goat is mage, and the snake deals condition damage, and is obviously the weakest part. You know, it's funny, the rocks actually are hostile, because they can fall on you. Okay. Connor must have explosives equipped or something. There it is. I really didn't think I'd get it in that fight. So I'm finally done leveling up the Ranger. I maxed out the vocation. So we're going to go back to Grand Soren. I'm going to re-equip into a Magic Archer, and then we're going to hunt the dragon. So this game isn't co-op, which is just crazy. Like, doesn't this seem like such a co-op game? There's forced aggro, there's different classes, there's player buffing, player healing.
Someone help!
Have some meat.
Kind of you, sir.
You're welcome. That's. I don't know why he was asking for help, but I just gave him some meat.
Have you equipment?
So, have your pick. Any you like.
Alright. Learn or set skills. Let's see what I unlocked. I think co-op was planned, but they just never did it. Like, I don't know what the deal was, but... None of this helps me, so that was kind of a waste of my time. Oh well, I enjoy playing Ranger. So the different classes are Ranger, sorry, I'll start from the top. Fighter, which is sword and shield. Strider, which is daggers and bows, and they're the ones that are best at mounting enemies, and they have really good stamina. Mage, which is basic magic. They can use support spells in addition to offensive spells. Warrior uses a two-handed weapon. They're kind of useless, but that they act occasionally, but when they act, if they hit something, it does a lot of damage. Ranger, which is the great bow. Sniper. Sorcerer, which is the mage, but they only have offensive spells and weapon augmentation, so they can't heal, which is why Anna is still a mage and not a sorcerer, even though I did max her out in sorcery. Actually, you know what? One more pit stop, guys. I'm going to show you guys the sorcerer. Holy crap, that staff is way better. That is disgustingly better than the staff I have equipped. Jeez. Wait, no. That's the linen shirt over there. And then that bad boy. Then where's the new? Can they really not equip those? Oh well. Hey guys, this will be worth the detour, I promise. Gosh, I look disgusting.
Your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
Let's see here. Oh wait, actually,
what will it be today?
I did need to learn a skill from this one, so that works out. Yep, I think it was that one. Yep. Sweet. I appreciate it, Courtney. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Change enabled skills. This is just for the fun of it, guys. You're gonna love it. You're gonna like the chaos that's gonna ensue, I guarantee it. Okay. And then these are the augments that I'm actually gonna equip for yep. Okay, cool.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. Come again.
Remember to save enough for lodging.
I just threw this equipment together. Where should I go to just obliterate people? I'm gonna rest first.
I built. Have your pick. What will it be? Understood.
If I didn't enjoy the Magic Archer so much, because the gameplay for it is just fun, I would probably play Sorcerer full-time. Because it's just unfair. What happened at work, Courtney? Or just general suck?
Are your travel preparations complete?
No one asked you, Connor.
A place one can live without fear of monsters.
I wish I could give this staff to Anna, but it's an arch staff, so she can't use it. Okay. Alright, first group that we see. I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. What spell do we want to hit them with? We've got Geisel, Seism, Bull-Eyed, or Maelstrom. Oh, that sucks, Courtney. I'm sorry. Pick the spell that you want me to use, and I will hit that small group of bandits that's just chilling by the fire with that spell. And then I'll move on to use the next spell on the next poor souls. Gosh, I look ridiculous. I just threw this outfit together. I don't think this is even good stats. I'm gonna creep up on them. Gosh. That's not pleasant.
Armed bandits arisen. With
Actually, let's see how far I can reach with Seism.
To be able to travel even further.
Okay. Yeah, let's hit him with Seism. Takes a while to incant. Oh my god. Alright, let's hit him with a high Bull-Eyed. Yep. Don't mind me, I'm just attuning. Oh, oh, okay.
Just leave yourself to me. Very well.
What's that in the sky?
We have triumphed.
Did it!
Alright, so that's Bolide and Seism.
This looks interesting.
So next we got... Well, first let's see Bronzehide. This is actually one that mages can use, but I really like this spell. You turn your staff into a conduit of electricity and run it through your body and turn it into a whip for your left hand. So you just lash at enemies and it drops lightning bolts everywhere. Super cool. I love the magic in this game. It's a very interesting type of magic because normally, I feel like at least in the gaming industry lately, magic has been more of like a quick fire kind of deal. Let's see. Can I hit that guy with me? I don't think I can hit that guy with Maelstrom. Ooh, yeah. Here's what we'll do.
Armed bandits arisen.
Alright. That's perfect. Come on. That's Maelstrom.
They're armed, Master.
And it just spits him out.
Now we'll gain the upper hand.
Alright, let's see. Geisel. Yeah, they're all dead. They're pancaked into the ground. Come on, and thank you. That's Geisel.
They attack in quick succession. The city holds every
And this is Ingle. This is just like a basic fire spell.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
But that's a regular mage spell.
Did it!
So yeah, that's the sorcerer. That's what it's like to play a sorcerer.
I'll heal your wounds.
Yeah. And those are all tier 1 versions of those moves. I haven't upgraded the second versions yet because I haven't had the points yet because I've been upgrading so many different classes. And apparently, something I read... Well, the thing about the sorcerer, and again, this lends itself to the co-op argument, the sorcerer takes a long time to incant spells. Like the big spells. So, if your team doesn't defend you, then you're easy to interrupt. You're very vulnerable during your incantation. But if you get those spells off, you can basically end a fight. Their magic is like apocalyptic levels of magic. But apparently, if you have multiple sorcerers in your party, sorcerers can help each other incant. So if Anna was a sorcerer and I was a sorcerer and we both cast Maelstrom, we would cut the cast time of Maelstrom in half, so we can use basically 2 people casting the one spell, which I thought was a super cool detail.
So, have your pick. Any you like.
All right, let's go magic archery. All right, where's my ugly bow? There you are. I hate the look of this thing. It looks so dumb. It's probably not worth it for just a +4 magic bonus. But I'm going to bring it with me anyway, so I can see if I can upgrade it. It's okay, bud. And where's my ugly, half cool looking trophy jacket? There you go. Gosh, that looks so elegant. I literally look like an elf from Lothlorien right now. Flynn didn't like that. It's like, Dad, everybody knows that the Rivendell elves are the best. That's actually probably not true. Wait. Yeah, I need to Dragon Forge that thing. And now I need to...
What will it be?
I'm gonna see if I can enhance anything. So the nice thing about the magic archers, they can use daggers as well as
Have you equipment to announce?
staves for their primary weapon. So I usually would bring a staff with me. Yeah, okay. Just in case.
Me, the master works all. You can't.
That's the dude's catchphrase. Their master works all, you can't go wrong. It's great. Gosh, things are getting real expensive to upgrade. I need to equip Anna differently. Well, not necessarily differently, but I need to revisit her equipment.
Rumors swirl around the castle.
I don't care. So I'm gonna deposit all my stuff.
What will it be today?
Thank God Grigori is the most patient dragon of all time. Oh, wait, what?
What will it be today?
I forgot the circlet. Hey,
What will it be
it's
today?
okay. Calm down. We played a lot of fetch earlier. Not enough fetch. Hey, buddy. Big yawn. That was a big yawn.
Say, you're in Arisen then, eh? Seen the dragon up close then, have you?
No, I don't want to. Let me talk to Caxton.
If you've
He's the businessman here. I'm gonna keep the circlet with me, just in case I fight a dragon. Maybe it'll Dragon Forge it. My pits are just completely out there for the world to see, I guess.
Have your pick. What will it be?
Deposit. All this stuff. I'll keep the dragon leather though, just in case it can upgrade. Wait, what did I equip for pants? Oh. The full chain hosing.
What will it be today?
Nope.
What will it be today? What will it be today?
Okay. Change equipment on Anna. Oh. Yeah. So she's got a new staff. That looks dope. What am I doing? She should be using the circlet, not me. No. Definitely no. Heck yes. Wow. That's really good too. Holy crap. That just looks better too, anyway. Gosh, I have neglected her equipment for a while, it looks like. crap. Yes. Sure. Then... I'm gonna give her this because it makes it to where her healing is shared with the party. And that seems wise. And then, yeah, she's looking way cooler now. I did not realize I was neglecting her gear for so long. Terrible husband. Even worse, Arisen. That staff she's got now. Whew.
What will it be today?
Why am I still set to medium weight or average weight? I'm such a hoarder when it comes to curatives, especially. Elaborate on that, Courtney.
What will it be today?
I'm going to withdraw that staff again, and I'm going to actually give it to Anna, because Anna's got an ability equipped. I think it was Anchor to Heaven, or was it Cast Stone? Magic 300. It was Cast Stone. Had to have been. Yeah. Anna's got an ability equipped, to, as you can probably see, her threshold for light weight is much larger. So she's better for carrying things for me.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
Okay. So Y is going to be... Actually, have no desire to use that ability, so... Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they're very creative with that kind of stuff, I feel like. There used to be, I don't know if it's still in this game, I don't think it is, but the Ur-Dragon, where basically there was a dragon that you would go in to fight it and you'd be in your own instance, but other players would be in their own instance, but the dragon was the same. So like the work that you put in was contributing to the community as a whole. So you were all trying to kill the same dragon, but you were in different iterations. Let's do Ricochet Hunter. I've got all my augments equipped, I believe. Hey, Minnie. Hey, yep. Hey, Minnie. I love you guys. Yep. Hey, Flynn. Yep. I know there's too much attention to give to Minnie. How dare I look at her for 2 seconds. Okay, Holy Affinity, let's change that to high 11. Dragon's Magic, yes, yes, yes.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. Come again.
Aye, the inn offers a clean bed, but it deals in vocations and skills besides.
Let's see.
Hear ye! Attend and listen! The dragon has awakened, and take
I'm such a jerk.
After all, same as the master works all, you can't.
Okay, yep. That is an expensive upgrade, but probably worth it. See thing I just said.
The master works all, you come again.
Secure your families, shutter your homes, make clear the way for
Guys, I
women and
promise we're going to fight the dragon.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? What will it be? Have your pick. What will it? Have your pick. Come on.
Okay, cool. So, now we're gonna save the game. The reason I use these daggers on the magic archer is because basically all of my damage is magic based, which probably isn't a smart thing, but oh well. These are the scalding razors. They are daggers that are imbued with fire permanently. So they have a higher magic stat than strength stat, and since my moves that I use with the magic archer, with the daggers, are magic moves, I'm trying to just put all of my eggs in that basket.
Perhaps we might use one of those tents.
Alright. Now I'm gonna save my game again before I go in here, because I don't know what happens if you beat the game. I've actually never beaten this game. This is the furthest I've gotten in the game, but I've played it so many times, just because the combat and the classes are so fun.
It is enough to come.
Oh, do you have any good weapons? Yeah, you know what, let's spend more money on curatives that I probably don't need. Actually, you know what, no, I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. I am gonna grab small oil, just in case. Oh, what new gloves do you have? Those look cool. New pants. Silver hosen. Nice.
Come, don't be shy.
Okay. Flynn, stop eating your sister. And Minnie, stop just laying there and letting your brother eat your face. Alright. So, magic archer. The bow is not stringed. Strung, whatever. It is a magic... Like, basically, I can channel magic energy through the ring. So I fire arrows like an archer would, but it's all magic energy. So, this move is a light magic volley. This one is an ice magic... basically like a single target hits with a lot of shots, and then Ricochet Hunter is a lightning spell that shoots like 3 shots, I think, and they bounce around a lot. The dagger abilities, Shadow Shackle, that's a trap that if enemies walk into it, they're stuck. Sun Flare, that, and then Grand Ascension. I throw forward slicing light. So it's really good for throwing in a hallway, basically, and the light will hit enemies repeatedly as well as push them back. So it's great for making room, basically.
What's this? Once brown.
Ready, sir. Such a grand keeper in a moment's time.
I've never been this way.
Let us be on.
Well, I guess this is the right way. That is the most broken door I've ever seen. That's probably not true. Oh.
I can feel the dragon. We are near.
Anna lit her lantern, so I'm going to take that as my sign to also light my lantern. She's pretty smart with these kinds of things.
the right will end, Master.
Strange saurians reside in
And
these
with it,
parts.
our vigil.
So this is actually where the beginning of the game is. You play as another Arisen.
Near our journey's end, find relief from our long struggle. We must be cautious.
Oh, well, that sucked.
Mind the edge, Master! All here means certain death! It is too powerful! Attack the sever!
That was dope.
Triumphed.
Oh, when I was setting up the stream, he was in the kennel because this boy ate an entire piece of pizza, well, half a piece of pizza off of a plate that I had from earlier. I think it was from Flynn. Stop. I think it was from lunchtime, and I forgot to clean up. So I turn my back, and I just see Flynn licking the plate, and it was like, bruh. And he oh gosh, I hate it. I hate that. So he knew what he did, so he was like, all right, yep, going to the kennel. Worth it. Where was I? Nope.
All here means certain death.
Let's press on.
What's this?
'Tis dark ahead. Lest we carried a lantern.
A succubus!
A succubus.
Beware the heartbeat!
'Tis well treasured.
You got this, number 2.
But I fear we've no other paths before us.
Now we'll gain the upper hand.
Shot, Anna.
I've been stricken.
Way to go, Anna. So I rolled in the water, so I got submerged and my lantern got put out, so I have to reactivate it. You can tell that this game was made before UIs were really streamlined. I really, really hope that Flynn loves our kid. I don't doubt that he will, and I have no doubt in my mind that Minnie is going to be obsessed with that baby. But I just really want Flynn to be protective of him, you know? Like, I want Flynn to be this kid's best friend, and he's such a good dog.
What's that?
Even dragons die. The hour has come, Arisen.
It's gonna be weird.
Saurians
at first, but
reside
it's
in
gonna be
these
great.
parts.
You're gonna love it. Subtle.
I'll support you!
Sturdy like that.
Spears are an unwelcome combination.
What's that? Seal saurian approaches. It parries any frontal attacks.
We
You guys
must
deal
be
with that. I'm gonna
cautious.
open up a chest. A golden belt.
Certain death.
Insolent.
I will protect you.
Come on, take the bait.
It parries any frontal attacks.
That's all. Did it!
I feel like Minnie is gonna be really sweet and nurturing and like just all the cuddles and all the kisses. I feel like Flynn is gonna be just super curious. Like, he's gonna be so confused at first. Because Minnie, we've seen how she is with babies, and she's an absolute rock star. It's so cute. You would. Like, Minnie is such a weird one because we got her at 3 months old. She was just this tiny little puppy, that was at a shelter, and she wasn't part of a litter. She was just kind of there with other, we think, bigger dogs, which is why she doesn't put up with Flynn's crap. Or, well, she honestly, Flynn doesn't even give her crap. She gives Flynn crap. But it's crazy because out of nowhere, Minnie is just like, oh no, I know absolutely what to do with these babies, and it's the sweetest thing. But Flynn has always been like, it's just another person. Flynn is size blind, I guess, as in he doesn't understand the importance in knowing your own size as well as the size of who you're trying to jump on to give a hug. So I feel like that's gonna be weird at first, where he's just like, oh, this thing's here to stay. But I think that he's gonna get to the point where like he's gonna be very content. And that makes me happy.
Have a hold on it. Sever the tail.
Yeah, Minnie, the few times she's been around little kids, like babies, toddlers, the like, she gets real low. She doesn't get up in their face. She like gets to eye level with them and just kind of looks, and she slowly approaches. She tests the comfort level, and then if they don't like recoil from her, she'll like give them a little sniff, give them a little kiss, and then after she does that, if the baby laughs or is like responding positively, Minnie will roll on her back and be like, okay, now your turn. It's the cutest stinking thing you will ever see. Whereas Flynn does really well with kids once he's given them once he's been around them for a few minutes. Like, Flynn is the kind of dog where people who see him are intimidated, and if they're not around him for more than 15 minutes, they stay intimidated because he's just like, oh my gosh, new people, I'm so excited. I love them. I hope they love me. Like, he just wants to be so friendly and loving. But again, he's size blind. But after that 15 minutes, he chills out and he just vibes. Well, Gregory's here. Yeah, we don't know where Minnie got that from. Again, we got her at 3 months. I'm convinced that she lived an entire life before us. Like, that she had a very busy 3 months where she just picked up a lot of stuff. Help! She's putting her chest in my face. That's a movie? Never heard of that. More Hellhound?
Strength in numbers.
Oh, we got some acoustic guitar. We have a minstrel following us. I guess that would be a lute, lyre. Just say it's a lute. It's more fun. holding on to hope that within Flynn and Minnie's lifespan, they will come out with a dog immortality potion. Because, like, I am not ready for the day that either of them aren't here anymore. I can't even, like... The dog's purpose sounds familiar. Yeah, I can't deal with that fog. I hate the spiders in this because like, they're small enough to where like you don't notice them at first, but like, oh, Black Chimera.
Arisen, I am at your side. Attack while I hold it. Fight while it's distracted.
Do not let it put you to sleep. Insects.
Take care, you're in soaked in water. I'll grab hold of it. Tis our chance.
Just that, like, ever since COVID started, you know, we got Flynn right before it really hit the States. And I spend so much time at home, and he, like, I feel like my bond with Flynn is more special because I raised him from very, very little. And Minnie is like, she's like my safety blanket, basically. Where like she knows whenever I'm upset, or like she just doesn't let me ever feel alone. But with Flynn, did someone die? Okay. I don't know. With Flynn, it's like I'd never really had a pet before other than fish, and so with Flynn, it's like I actually did raise him. That's true with Minnie as well, but to a little bit of a lesser extent. It's like the first child syndrome. You know how, I don't know if it was just my mom that would say this. Like she would say, no matter how old you get, you'll always be my baby. She would always say that to me because I was the youngest, so it's probably the backwards thing to say for that situation. But like, I don't know. And they've just always been here ever since COVID, and that was a really hard time. Just a very lonely time for me, where like I work from home so much now, and just having them around has helped me make a better place. So I don't know. I shudder to think about what kind of emotional wreck I'm gonna be. Doggo is. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I latched onto Monster Hunter Rise so much, because I've always liked the Monster Hunter series, but something about diving into a game. Oh my gosh, Vortex, that's true. Oh, I'm so sorry. That makes me so sad, just thinking about that. But in Monster Hunter Rise, you know, I created Flynn, and it's like the spitting image of Flynn, and it's just cool to me that like
A strange presence behind the door.
I'll always have that to look back at and be like, yeah, Flynn and I, we went on adventures together, hunted monsters. Minnie was there too, but she was a cat. I have accidentally elbowed Minnie in the face so many times, and I feel terrible because, like, she'll just sneak up on me, and I'll be moving my arm, and it just right in the face. She's like, "Oh, it's okay. Hey, hey guys, I love you both. See, I'm petting you both with one hand." So sad. Oh, we fighting Grigori finally.
What is your purpose here, Arisen? If you sought to live, you had naught but run and hide yourself away. But then, tell
oh no,
me,
Kina!
child of man, what does it
That's
mean to
the
live?
girl from my village. I guess she's
To
the
wage
chosen one.
war
Apparently in this
against
game when you beat it, like, someone is like your love interest. It's based on like how much affinity you have with somebody, how many of the quests you did. So I guess I did her quests.
And spawn new life in turn. Mankind has done this, yes, and more. But is the tapestry you weave truly of your own design?
We eat when hungry, and we sleep when tired of eating. We kill them as we want them
Jeez.
dead.
Their kind is easy to
Arisen, do something!
They go on living from simple fear of death. But not mankind. Some welcome the end with arms outstretched, while others come to face death incarnate, arms in hand. I ask again, what is your purpose here, Arisen? One path to your survival lies in my defeat. Still my heart, and you stay the coming end. Another path before you is to offer up that which you hold most dear. Abandon all
Oh wait, I can just sacrifice her?
control.
But why? Why would I do that?
For the price of a single life, I shall leave this land in peace. As my vanquisher, the duchy would bow to you.
I'm kind of considering it though.
Our sweet anodyne for heartache. You'll not gainsay my terms are more than generous. If it matters aught, the man who rules this land now won that honor through just such a bargain. The decision is yours, Arisen. Now, choose.
Oh, that makes sense. Sorry, things just kind of clicked.
I've learned what...
Okay, so I'm gonna look up what the difference is here. Okay, Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Query. Get a trophy by sacrificing your beloved. After that, it'll ask you if you want to retry that part with Grigori again, or you choose to fight him. Nothing will be altered, though. You simply get one of the endings. As soon as you... Okay. So, literally no benefit. Cool.
To do in this quest, I know not which is right.
Give me my heart back.
Your choice is made. As you will, so shall it be.
Kina, get out of here. Minnie is not feeling playtime right now. Oh, okay. Oh, we're not fighting in here? Oh! We're playing Crash Bandicoot now. Got it. What an interesting choice. You look so ridiculous. You're caught in a door. Ow. Anna, heal me. This is not what I was expecting out of this fight. There we go. Oh, this is bad. This is a bad place to be. Crap. I missed it. Nope, jump on it. Aha! I'm in his mouth. I literally jumped into his mouth. What an idiot. Stop talking! You're... Where's his heart? This is very cramped. Oh my gosh, Vortex. The death animation in Callisto Protocol is ridiculous. There it is. Okay, Connor, you keep saying that. Just do it.
Tis aloft. After them, I've learned of beasts.
Why would you ever say "tis aloft"? Just say "it's flying" or "it's in the air." "Tis aloft." Pompous.
I have a very bad feeling about all this. Watch your step.
I don't care how you feel, number two. That's why you're number two. Okay, so that is just set dressing. Okay. I don't think it will be Vortex. I think they're going to put in minimal effort. Not change anything. Make it look a little prettier. Unless if they've said that it's like a reimagining of some kind, then they'll make it to where you can buy Isaac Clarke outfits for real money. That's for sure.
Heed well this place, Arisen. Know the frailty of the works of man.
Hey.
This hold once stood proud and firm. 'Twas the foolish decision of a man too weak that brought it down.
This dragon was Mark Twain. Some other famous poet. Was he even a poet or was he an author? I don't know. That joke was not planned correctly. Got your heart. Oh, good lord, that scared me so bad. Okay, that's dumb. His hand did not hit me. The heart, Norman! You go for the heart! I'm gonna look that line up tonight so I can prove to you guys that I'm not crazy and that was in Spider-Man. Do you remember that line, Vortex? It's when he's talking to the mask when it's on the chair. And he's like, what do I do? The heart, Norm. Okay, who gave the guy from Cloverfield the camera?
Fight. Cling to life.
Is that a funny joke? Oh god. Yeah, and then he went for May. Yeah, that's what he meant by go for the heart. And then she's praying the Lord's Prayer, and he's in the window, he's like, finish it! And then she says, deliver us from the evil one, and he's like, yes! What an iconic role. Hey, man. I dropped Chick-fil-A sauce on Minnie's ear the other day, and I think some of it's still stuck. Ah, Minnie. I'm finding a drug. Not good. I'm finding a drug. Hang on. I'll rub you down later. I promise.
Return to the earth.
This fight is so weird. This turned into a completely different game, I swear. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Wingspan's out a bit wide there. This is very interesting.
Reclaim that which you have lost. Take back your life. The surge of blood that takes you to this world.
I think that his spine is glowing, so I'm gonna stab that first. If you listen closely, there's a guitar shredding in the background. Oh, that sucks. Aha! Oh! Okay. This is so wild. Did I fail? Does it have to load the cutscene? Oh, I'm going for the heart. I'm literally going into his stomach to get my heart back. I guess. Okay. It's on my list, Vortex.
The hour for turning back is past.
Oh, my pawns are gone.
You or me, death or life beyond.
Oh, there they are. I was gonna say that's a weird choice. If I was playing a support mage, I'd be screwed. Jump through him.
Your blood red voice.
Stop!
Show me your power.
No, give her back.
Prove yourself worthy of what lies beyond my core. Show that you possess the strength to still my heart, the will to do it, the soul.
Okay, so he did. I'm gonna give her one of these to see if she'll use it. I know. Okay. She cleared the mind control.
Death itself, stay the fires of destruction.
There's the guitar again. It is the dragon talking to me. Yeah, I agree. I'd forgotten about his voice actor. Very dragon-like. There's gonna wow. All right, I need to look up this track on its own. Hold on. Let's see if that helps. Before Dark Arisen came out, the music... Minnie, stop it. The music for the main menu screen was like an anime theme song. It was fantastic. Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay. This is dope. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's a spell. Thank you, Anna, for taking that hit. Put her down. Ha ha! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Help! Oh, no. It really does have everything. Vortex, a track that you should listen to from an MMO that was made in, I think, Korea. Look up Ion, A-I-O-N, and the track is called Illuminary Obelisk. It is a track that is parts metal, parts dubstep, part James Bond. It has everything. It's so weird, but it's so good. Two, get out of there. I knew you would be Vortex. It gets wild. I think it's a track from a raid in that game, and it makes me want to play the raid because it's like, where the hell does this thing go? Oh! Any day now, number 2. You could actually equip your hammer and swing at it. Look at him! Just look at him! orchestral music like this and metal don't cross paths near enough. It's kind of a darn shame. And that's the thing I love about Illuminary Obelisk, is that it combines both of those to where it's super intense and epic, but there's also like metal guitar and guitar solos. It's great. Oof. That's not what I meant to do. Let's use a heal. Good job, Connor. You're throwing fireworks at the dragon. Excellent job. I did it. And now, if I remember correctly, based on what I was told, because I slew the dragon, I think I become the dragon. Which I think is why he's so... Like, he talks like a human, because I think he wasn't arisen. I think. So I think the dragon is kind of an unwilling part of the cycle. Like, he doesn't want to do this, I think. It's just part of his existence. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Oh, Grand Soren's just done. What the heck? But what about Caxton? What of him and his masterworks? Lynn? Okay, so half of Grand Soren's just gone.
Arisen, you have earned back what is yours. Your life belongs now to no other. You've won it by rights. It is yours to use or cast away as you see fit. Remember that.
Oh, dang. So, wait. So if the Arisen kills the dragon... Oh, wait! I get it. The Arisen returned mortality to all of the former Arisen. So the Dragon Forged turned to dust because he was so old. And the Duke is aging rapidly, I think. Interesting. So the Duke never even slew the dragon. He was just like, hey fam, if you get out of here, I'll sacrifice my wife. Which is why there's a scene when you eavesdrop on the Duke choking his wife to death, and you could choose to step in or not. And he was yelling, "I'm sorry," the whole time, because he was having an episode where he saw her as his wife again, and he had already sacrificed her once. I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm assuming that the Arisen that did not die, or the Arisen that we saw in that cutscene, they chose another way out other than slaying the dragon and retrieving their heart. That's very interesting. Like, the world and lore of this game is pretty cool, but it doesn't have a great narrative. Like, it doesn't convey its... Oh! Whoa! I take it back. It was perfectly conveyed that I'm getting laid. Gosh, what would have happened if the jester, the neighbor from Hello Neighbor, what if he was my loved one? That's disgusting. Who's David Lodge? Is that Troy Baker? No, that's not Troy Baker. It's like Troy Baggery. Number 2 sounds a lot like Troy Baker, though. So Troy Baker is in this game. Let's see. David Lodge was the dragon. I don't recognize any of these actors, and I kind of love that. Troy Baker was one of the various voices of pawns. That's hilarious. Laura Bailey also was, of course. Troy Baker and Laura Bailey are in literally everything. What did I say? David Hodge? David Lodge. What else has he been in? He was Jiraiya in Naruto. That's hilarious. Gosh, he's in such random things. Yeah, he's like the voice of Jiraiya in everything. Oh, wow, I Dragon Forged a lot of stuff. Also, why is Celine here watching me get laid? Let's see. World of Warcraft, General Nazgrim, Archimonde, and many others. He was various voices in Modern Warfare 2. He was Cabal in Mortal Kombat 9. Oh my god. Fire Emblem Three Houses. He's the voice of Geralt and the narrator of the game. That's why I recognized him so much. He's the quartermaster in Back for Blood. That's funny. And he's Riggs from Remnant from the Ashes. Okay, this guy's done a few big things. Who's Nazgrim?
I'm human.
Yeah, take this Grancis herb.
Herbs? Ah, very...
Thanks.
It's strange the things I missed. The scent of the ocean, the sound of waves on the shore. I believe I understand now. It was marking you as chosen. This world but your struggle against the dragon. In truth, I care not for fate. You saved my life.
Friend of mine who... Oh, hey, number 2. A friend of mine who was really big into this game, because he talked to Caxton so much. That's the blacksmith in Grand Soren. Apparently Caxton ended up being his loved one. That's hilarious to me. Just waking up in bed next to an old bald man. Oh, that's cool. Hello. Isn't it? A challenge. Golden rapier. Gore Chimera. Okay. God's Bane? Okay. Interesting. Whoa! Okay. Will I just have a straight up dragon bow now? What? Okay. Exquisite daggers, what are their namesake? Blah, blah, blah. 0 magic, though. That sucks. But this guy, holy crap. That's dope. That's pretty dope. Okay. Time to deposit many things.
What can I do you for? As you will.
I don't need all of these wines and whatevers. I'm gonna put the God's Bane away. Something tells me that's for something, like, that's for later. If I remember correctly what my friend told me about that. So those are not that good. Okay. Wow, that's bold. I'm gonna rest here. So apparently there is stuff to do post killing the dragon. Before you go to Bitter Black Isle. I have already gone to Bitter Black Isle a little bit, so I'm probably, if I keep streaming, I'm probably just going to go there. Which I'll probably keep streaming till someone leaves, I guess. Or until someone's like, hey, do you want to actually hang out, do something?
Seems these rooms are frequented by peddlers and the like.
Number 2 was ready to charge in here. Okay, quests. Gore Chimera, where are you at, bruh? Where's he at? What the heck? Alright, let's go to Grand Soren and see what the damage is. Oh, everything looks fine.
What's this? This quiet in my breast will not calm. Perhaps the peace is lost.
Well met, Arisen. Waste no time on us, sir. Though 'tis small mercy to be spared, perhaps the law may wish it.
I've gained quest message.
Oh, what? But the inn was there. I need the inn. Man, Caxton, you dodged a bullet.
I've no love of magic. The master works all, it can't go wrong.
Chilling razors, they do ice. Cool. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of crazy how it's just the entire city's just gone. I was not expecting that. Just pauldrons, okay. Oh, 2 of my quests were failed or canceled? Well, that would make sense because they're gone. That is crazy. I don't think I even need those.
The master works all, come again.
Caxton is a real Renaissance man. He, even though the entire city's gone, he will not close that shop.
I see you're out at work on an errand, friend.
I'm sorry. Do you not notice that your house is gone? Gosh, people of Grand Soren. So chill.
I'd given us all up for dead, but here we stand, alive and well.
Are you sure? These people are delusional. I first read that as you have nothing to fear but monsters. Oh, is that it? So, the world has completely changed. Like, it's almost like I brought about the apocalypse. Which is crazy. Is the Gore Chimera literally right there? Is that a drake? It's a wyvern! Holy crap, this close to Grand Soren? I mean, it kind of sucks. Since we're fighting a dragon, I'm gonna equip this vest thing so that I can maybe dragon forge it. Get it, Connor. Knock out of the sky. This guy kind of sucks. There it is. So this is a lesser dragon. It's just what'd they say it was? A wyvern? Oh, and everyone died. So its heart is on its back? Come on. That's the one thing I do not like about Magic Archer is that you have to lock your shots. So if you can't get the lock on the precise thing you want, you don't hit it. Yeah, I messed up the world. Because this is just right outside of the castle. The castle's supposed to be safe. Then hit the heart. Go the heart, Norman! I mean, I don't know if it's just because this new bow I got, but this guy's not putting up much of a fight. I say before he roars to kill my entire party. I'll give you a hint, number 2. You swing your hammer. You big, dumb dingus. Just fight it, number 2. Hey, oh, nope, Connor's doing. Number 2, where are you? I think number 2's thing is that he protects me. Like, I think that's in his, like, because you can kind of choose how your pawns behave. I think his creator made him just like a guardian, where he only fights if the Arisen's in danger. So he is the worst possible companion for me. The wings, Norman! Ooh, that was close! I see you. You're not sly. So these things are resistant to lightning, so ricochet shot does nothing. And see, now that I'm on top of the thing, 2's like, ah, get away from the Arisen, he's mine. I'm gonna try a really cool move here. From the top rope. Dang, Connor is just laying into this guy. Jeez. Done. That's crazy. And that wasn't even the quest. That was just a thing. Wonder if the bandits are still thriving out here. I feel like that probably answered my question. And I can do this all day. So why did you not sacrifice a person? So I'm assuming that the dragon acted as some sort of seal, and that the dragon had yet to be killed by an Arisen, because I was the first to take its life. In that, though, I believe I broke the cycle, causing some form of new world order, which apparently entails opening up the floodgates for all the other monsters, as if the dragon was the gatekeeper for all Hellbreakers. Number two. That's not the one that's biting my neck. Thanks, bud. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You whore. Oh, don't worry. I'm struggling. He is taking me away. Connor. You know what, Connor? Connor's been pretty good. I might just give them some meat when I return them to the rift. It's not a euphemism. I will actually give them a steak. Ah! You triggered my trap card. Just trying to get to the quest, mind you. Still not even at the quest. Where are you? What? What? I thought the quest was over here. Also, yeah, I should probably save. That's a great idea. I wonder if the anime goes into this part of the story. Where it's like, yep, got my heart back. Turns out my heart was being gone was the only thing preventing the apocalypse. That sucks. The ruins now. This place is making Bitter Black Isle look not so bad. That's saying something, because that place is bleak. That's definitely Troy Baker. So there's a... Oh. I get it. The Gore Chimera is in the catacombs, the entrance of which is on the other side of this world. Just a second, guys. I forgot to do something. Okay. Gosh, I wish this game was co-op. If they announce the sequel, we know it's coming. But if they announce the sequel and it's not co-op, gosh. I'm still going to play the heck out of it, but imagine how good this series would be, even if it was just two-player co-op. Just let me join my friend's world. I bring myself and my pawn. There you go. Okay, Courtney. I'm glad you got to watch even this much. Just keep an ear on Discord tomorrow because the celebration video series, whatever thing is happening tomorrow, and people are hopeful that it could be a sequel announcement, and I know this is like the 5th time I've said sequel announcement, but who knows? They've got to announce it soon, and whatever. I think it could happen. Am I hopeful? Absolutely. Like, is my hope blinding my logic? I don't think so. Seriously, this bow does so much damage. Oh my gosh, I can never play Ranger again. But yeah, we will, I'll see you around, Courtney. I don't know when the videos are tomorrow, or the video, whatever it is. I don't know when it starts. But I will ping the Discord when it's going. But yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow. So check in for that, as well as the the sight of women excites ogres, by the way. There it is. Yeah, I'm not ending the stream yet. I'm going to try to kill the Gore Chimera first, and then I'll end the stream probably. But Vortex, what are your thoughts of this game? I'm curious. Yeah, let's hit with the Ricochet. Holy crap, that's the move. I just obliterated that thing. Jeez. Am I even going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. Okay, James, let me explain. I love The Last of Us. I assume you're talking about our coverage of the Summer Games Fest. I love The Last of Us. I cannot stand Neil Druckmann. And you know how I feel about the sequel. I'm not going to get into that here. I think it was an extremely flawed game, especially from a writing standpoint. It was a technical marvel, and I can't take that away from them. But I just thought the writing was bad. But really a lot of it was just how much they were sucking Neil Druckmann's dick at the Game Awards whenever Last of Us 2 came out. And he seems very full of himself, and he does not, based on what I've seen, he did not take criticism on the game. I typically will play stuff up for the bit, James. So again, I love Last of Us 1. I do not like Neil Druckmann. I do not like the writing of Last of Us 2, and it's not a Joel thing. It's not the characters you play as thing. It's just a very flawed script compared to, like, it tries to do basically the same thing Last of Us 1 did, but it does it in a very sloppy way that wants to have its cake and eat it too, but in trying to do so, it fails to convey the message it's trying to convey. Do we have proof of that, James? I know I'm cynical. Also, I really appreciate that you watch our content, James. In my mind, you just finished watching our Summer Games Fest coverage or our podcast, and you were like, wow, Steven really hates this guy. And then you came over here and you're like, wow, what the hell? I appreciate that. That's awesome. I hope you're right, for the sake of Last of Us Part 1, remastered, re-released, whatever, for the sake of it not being a waste of time. But to that point, I don't doubt Naughty Dog to that point of, like, updating the gameplay. I doubt the industry. That's cynicism targeting the industry rather than Naughty Dog. It's just so many of these like visual remakes just don't really change anything. And that's wrong of me to assume the same of a studio that... Oh, absolutely, James. And I would love to have a discussion about it sometimes, civil of course, because I understand there are a lot of people that like Last of Us 2. But to me, purely on script, like the writing of the story alone, it botched it enough to where I am very hard on the game. But I'll continue to clarify. That's the only thing that I'm just like really critical of. And everyone that loves the story so much, like it's almost like seeing the people who are critical of the game, the loudest people being the ones who are just like, playing as a muscular woman, gross. Or like, they did that to Joel, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, hearing those people that say 0 out of 10 terrible game because of like one thing that the story did, it makes me feel like I need to be more vocal on my actual criticism, because that's not criticism, that's just being immature, I guess. So I try to clarify, and in some cases I'm sure I can come off as heated, but I'm really not. It's just frustrating to me when criticism is roped together, like legitimate criticism is roped together with the people who don't have actual legitimate criticism. They just didn't get their way. And I'm not that person. I think Last of Us 1 is a damn near flawless story for what it was trying to do. And Last of Us 2, again, not going to get into specifics unless if you ask me to. I don't want to force that on anybody. But Last of Us 2 did basically the same thing, but added the concept of seek revenge and you dig 2 graves. But in the way the story was told, it felt less natural and more pointed. To where, like, no one likes being talked at, me especially. And so when a story feels like it's talking at me, or if anything feels like it's talking at me, and maybe this is just me, I reject it. It's like Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's something I frequently criticize whenever it gets brought up. That show talked at the audience. It was very much, you should feel ashamed of yourself for having these feelings that you don't have. You know? Yeah, absolutely, James. I would love that. I'm always down for discussion. I'm not the kind of person that... I love discourse. Whenever I say, this is how I feel about something, I never want that to come off as necessarily, this is how you should feel about something, or this is how I feel about the thing, and you're wrong for feeling the way you feel. That's never what I want to come off as. But I am the kind of person that, like, I just really enjoy picking people's brains and seeing perspectives that people have. And so, it's like the whole Breath of the Wild thing. Jake and I got in a heated discussion about Breath of the Wild because I revisited it, and I wasn't trying to press any buttons. It was just I had a thought, which that thought was basically playing Breath of the Wild again after not playing it for a good while. I felt like the game just... I didn't enjoy the game once I'd finished exploring, and that it lacked a lot of the charm of a typical Legend of Zelda game, being the dungeons and the story, and it very much felt like a big step in what Zelda was trying to become, not the next Zelda game, if that makes sense. And so I was proposing that maybe Breath of the Wild is hailed as so great because it brought open world conventions to Zelda rather than bringing new conventions to open world, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you think so, James. Yeah, like, Breath of the Wild is good. it does, like, just free roam exploration extremely well. But like, that's about it. Like, it's a new, in my opinion, of course, it's a new face for Zelda, and it's a big deal for Zelda, but it didn't really do much for the industry as a whole, for the open world genre as a whole. And then that was my point. It was not Breath of the Wild is a bad game, but just I think we get a little bit too in our heads about, wow, Breath of the Wild changed everything, but it really just only changed things for Zelda. Yeah. I'm coming. I got left lit out. Hold on. But yeah, like, one of the things that I said regarding that whole thing, I agree with that, James. But I was saying how, like, the idea of pick a direction and go there, like that whole thing of just kind of exploring a world without being overly guided. There's a little game called Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind that was actually one of the first fantasy RPGs I ever played, back on the original Xbox. Yeah, it was doing that back in, 2003? And I'll agree, not a lot of games do that, and Breath of the Wild did it in a very palatable way. But whereas Morrowind was filled to the brim with people to meet, things to do, quests, cities, factions, all this stuff, Breath of the Wild was empty. It was beautiful, but there was just, like, nothing to do. Which is why once I explored everything, and don't get me wrong, exploring everything was a delight, absolute delight. But once I did that, it was like, okay, there's not really dungeons to do, there's not really a story. It just felt like a very big tech demo for what Zelda could be, which is why I'm very excited to see what they do with Breath of the Wild 2, whatever they're calling it. Because I hope that it actually starts to feel more like a Zelda game. I completely agree, James. Which is why this was also part of what I was of my hot take. Immortals: Phoenix Rising. Don't know if you ever played it. It's really good. It is that kind of vibe of Breath of the Wild, but not Zelda. And it does things better than Breath of the Wild did, namely in the combat. Combat's more engaging, gears more effective, just stuff like that. Really fun little game. But no one really played it. And everyone just was, and of course there were the comparisons to Breath of the Wild because it came out a few years after Breath of the Wild, and it definitely stole from their homework. But the fact remains that it was a really fun game that was looked over because it wasn't Legend of Zelda. So I completely, like, that's, I totally am in belief that Breath of the Wild was only such a big deal because it was Legend of Zelda, and because it was different for that franchise, not that it changed the industry. And that was, yeah, I really enjoy Immortals: Phoenix Rising. It's one of those that, like, in an era of Ubisoft being creatively and morally bankrupt, Immortals: Phoenix Rising was just refreshing. It was just a fun time. It was silly, but not stupid. The world was beautiful. Movement was fun. Exploration was fun. Combat was fun. The puzzles were surprisingly pretty challenging at times. It was just a good time. The DLC, or the expansion, the one that goes to, like, an Asian setting, I played a little bit of that. It was really cool. I liked it a lot. But yeah. But we had that conversation, back to my point. We tried having that conversation, and I came across the wrong way to where it seemed like to Jake that I was trying to push buttons, and that's why it became an ordeal. Oh, they're so bad, James. It's awful. But I was never trying to push buttons or make him mad or just try to say, like, the game you love is dumb. I just made an observation, and I was curious to pick the brain of somebody who I knew probably disagreed. It's not to create arguments or anything, but typically for me, I'm a low self-esteem type person. Don't know if you noticed. But whenever I have that kind of thought or observation, hot take, whatever you want to call it, my first inclination is to challenge it. And what better way to challenge that than to talk to somebody who feels strongly about something so that I can see if it's just me or if there's legitimacy to my observation. Because a lot of the times I am just looking to be proven wrong. I'm not looking to prove myself... Well, I am looking to prove myself right or wrong. Because I'm the kind of person that just likes to ask questions, you know? Not the kind of person that likes to play devil's advocate or... Oh, my lantern went out. Or, push buttons just to upset people. That's dumb. I don't understand the appeal of that. So yeah, that's not me. So anytime, I'm glad you confronted is such a strong word, but I'm glad you mentioned something about the Last of Us stuff, because I realized even in the moment something was up with me, and I'll tell you exactly what it was. It's because they didn't announce Dragon's Dogma 2 and I was salty about it. And so I came off more heated towards Neil Druckmann, even though I still very strongly dislike the man. I came off very heated towards that because I was just mad. Because this game needs a sequel, and it's... But no, I stand by my opinions of Neil Druckmann, but a lot of that, like, someone can write a bad story or whatever, and I won't hate them, you know? It's a lot of how my opinion towards people comes with how they deal with criticism or how they respond to people who have questions or comments. Someone like me, basically. And when his response in everything I saw was very much just like, I refuse to admit that there are flaws in my masterpiece. That's a problem. And that... I thought that was like an ogre that was crawling underneath Rose. You're good, James. You actually came in at the perfect time because I think Courtney went to bed, and so it was kind of winding down. So... derailment is always welcome here, because it usually leads places interesting.
What's this?
What's that?
Yeah, it's nice for Vortex to get someone to give Vortex's fingers a break. Dang! Oh my God, Vortex! Here, I thought you were going to ask him a legitimate question. Also, have you really never seen James? I know, like, he's been around. I think we've streamed together a couple times. But I would have thought that you guys had crossed paths at some point. So to me, I'm going to try to avoid the criticism of, like, you know, ludonarrative dissonance, because I feel like that's something that everybody brings up, where it's like, oh, it's seeking revenge is bad, killing people is bad, but then they encourage you to, the game is very violent and gory and embellishes in the violence. I'm going to avoid that, because I feel like that's there. I do see legitimacy in that criticism, but video game's got a video game at the end of the day. And sometimes, you know, just got to deal with that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely, James. And Doom is not a retelling of the Bible. Guys, I work at a church. Did Jesus kill demons? Not asking, did Jesus exorcise demons? Not asking, did Jesus deal with the demonic? I'm asking you, did Jesus kill demons in a manner that that included excessive violence akin to what you would see in a Doom game? I'll go ahead and answer. No, he did not. Some interpretations of biblical lore, I believe, think that Jesus did, when he died on the cross, and this is, I say some, but like you read things like Dante's Inferno, I believe in Inferno, this was mentioned. But when Jesus died on the cross, some interpretations, some beliefs, whatever, say that he kicked open the gates of Sheol, hell, basically, and brought the saints of the Old Testament with him to go to heaven. Which is why the whole question of what happened to people like Adam, Abraham, David, all of them, people in the Old Testament that lived before Christ. And that's something people use as a explanation of that. That being said, that is not biblically canon. So no, Jesus did not kill demons. Therefore, the definition of Christian, like a literal, like what is a Christian, is little Christ. We do as Christ did. So, if Jesus did not kill demons, then killing demons is not Christian behavior, therefore Doom is not a Christian game. Also, yes, Doom soundtrack, absolute bars. Where is this freaking Gore Chimera? What is happening? I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking. Guys. Oh, guys. So what are you looking forward to, James, out of all of the announcements that have been made in the past week? I just go in a giant circle. Please tell me I didn't just go in. Where? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
The crypt was fashioned ages ago.
What was the point of this? The idea of a multiplayer Last of Us, like, full-fledged game interests me. I think the world of The Last of Us is very interesting. It's very compelling. I never want to see Joel or Ellie again. By that, I mean, I just wish they'd move on. Explore other areas of the world, which I hope is what this new game that they're talking about is. I probably won't replay or play the remaster, whatever they're calling it, because I'm not a visuals guy, really. Like, obviously, I like games to look good, but Last of Us 1 still looks gorgeous on PlayStation 4. And so, like, while it's going to look insane, they're literally coming out with a TV show around the same time they're coming out with this remaster. And the TV show seems like it's just going to... He said it's the most faithful adaptation... No, Connor, get out of here. Faithful adaptation to a video game property. To me, for Last of Us, that's a bad thing. Because Last of Us is already so cinematic that it's like, why do we need a TV show of this? Go somewhere... Don't do Joel and Ellie. Do something else. I'm really pumped for Redfall. Where the hell is this Gore Chimera? Oh, whoa. That's a... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Quests. Details. Oh, absolutely, James. In any game that tries to be aesthetically what Division is, where it's just like post-apocalyptic cities and dealing with the fallout, scrounging for supplies, anything like that, I am down for it. Since The Day Before is a fake game and is never actually going to come out. Last of Us multiplayer could very well be the closest we'll get to that, and I'm totally down for that. But I don't know, I need more. You know, I need to see more, because if I had to guess, basically I just need to hear them say it's not only competitive multiplayer.
Well met.
I don't want to talk to the Duke, and I will not. You can't make me. I'm wondering if maybe the Gore Chimera is only out at night. Maybe that's why I missed it. But yeah, if you can play it, because I'm worried that Last of Us Online Multiplayer, whatever it's being called, because this is kind of how the mode was in the first game, right? I'm worried it's going to be Dark Zone all the time, basically. Pedro Pascal. And I think he'll do fine. I mean, he's Mandalorian, so... Now, I will say, just because he's Mandalorian, just because, you know, Mandalorian blowing up doesn't mean actor that plays guy in mask that doesn't really have to act with his face a lot is a one-to-one great pick for any role, because that is stupid to say that. I will say, I think he's got what it takes, but if they hired him because of Mandalorian, I mean, Joel is pretty stoic a lot of the time, but whoever is playing Joel, Pedro Pascal, is really going to have to sell those moments where the humanity bleeds through. You did say Pablo. I agree with that, James. But, like, we need to see, like, if they insist on being faithful and true to the Last of Us 1 story, we need to see Joel break to see him broken, if that makes sense. All the stuff with Sarah and seeing Joel as just a regular dad, a regular guy who's just trying to protect his daughter, seeing that gut-wrenching scene that to this day is like one of the most heartbreaking video game moments ever. We had to see that to get to the cold, dead inside Joel that is stoic. So, stoic badass who's only able being a stoic badass, like actor-wise, they need to be able to portray those moments that got us to stoicism, if that makes sense. And I think he can do it. He's a talented actor. I think he's blown up for a reason. Well, it's because Star Wars, but, you know.
Stray from the roads, you'll soon find monsters, Arisen.
Do you think they'll tell it in a linear way? Or to where it's like the game did, where we start with Sarah and we just go in a straight line from there? Or do you think they'll take the like Lost approach and we'll start in present day and we'll get bits and pieces of pre-outbreak and all that jazz sprinkled throughout? That's true, he was in that. I kind of hope it's not, James. Because for one, that's overplayed. Like, it's just done so much, you know? Or if it's done through flashbacks, it needs to be significantly different. Because so much of the audience is going to be like, when's the Sarah scene? You know? Like, and if it's done through flashbacks, and if we get Joel present day before we see Joel in the past, everybody's just going to be like, oh, I know why he's that way. So if they do it through flashbacks, they need to significantly change it. Like, make it to where he had to pull the trigger. Or something that just destroyed him in a similar but different way. Like maybe she got infected and he had to kill her. Something like that. To keep the story a little bit fresh, but also stay true to the arc of the characters.
Stay watchful, Master. The darkness has us at a disadvantage.
What can I say, James? I set trends. I'm a leader, not a follower. Like I said, James, my opinion of Last of Us 2 has very little to do with golf clubs, alluding to what you're referring to. That's just a small part of it, and it's one of the lesser parts because, I mean, come on, we all knew that was going to happen, just not in that way. I might need to turn the music back down in this because it's starting to overpower literally everything. Yeah, I'm gonna change the volume again. Down by 10. It was definitely memorable. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, good talking to you, James. Always good to hear from you. Again, appreciate that you watch our content outside of just the live stuff. It means a lot. I'm always down to chat about that kind of stuff.
What's this?
Okay, good night, Last of Us 2 simp.
The surface lies beyond.
There's wordplay in there. I just can't find it. Okay, I'm gonna fire you,
Is everything in
even though
order,
you were
Master?
great. I'm gonna. Well, I'm not gonna add you to my favorites because I outlevel you.
They
But
are part.
oh wow, Connor was a Capcom render, so like they didn't have a player create them. It was the first thing that came to mind, James. I was gonna say shill, but I was like the last. That was funny, but F you. Heart, mage, female. Did it always say their gender?
Yes, Arisen.
Alright, Pawn.
Yes, Arisen.
Tagging you back in.
I am.
Come nuke everything. Oof.
This pawn feels most at ease near a rift stone.
Cool. So this is Bitter Black Isle. Hi, James. Bitter Black Isle is like the post-game dungeon. This is what they added to Dogma. It is a very large dungeon that is just filled with all kinds of awful creatures. The deeper you go, the more it sucks. She does look like that, Vortex. That's funny. But yeah. That's where we are. Oh, Flynn wants back in. Be right back. Come on, bud. Flynn's in such a good mood. For, I assume that the smiling warrants that. I don't know. He's just seems very jovial.
There, Master! The undead!
Arisen, I am at your side.
I've learned new
So ideal like no touch down here. As you can see. Maybe just to her.
silence of action.
You know what? I bet it's because she's got very high magic resistance. So if I hit her with my daggers. Like I said earlier, like very low. Well, not very low, but more for magic damage. Come on, number 2. Was that so hard?
We have triumphed.
I really need to stock up on earth crystals.
Treasure, perhaps?
Who else still watching? Vortex, I know you're still here.
Watch your footing, Master. A fool can kill ready as any beast.
Oh, God. Number 2, help! So they're just gonna let me die. Got it. Thank you. Jeez. Freaking forever. Pawn, just do a spell. Do any spell. Just do something. That's a skeleton behind me. Oh, she was dead. I hate those things. Yeah, that's why I was curious. keep track, decide if I should keep going or not. Oh gosh. What?
I'll aim for the head.
Strike the head! We have triumphed.
Thank you, pawn.
I imbue your weapon with holy light. I hear sacrifice now. Be ready. I will protect you, Elizabeth.
Stop throwing explosive barrels at me. And ah! Hold on. Got her. Number 2. Where is he? Why is he all the way back there? Oh my god, he's not even in this room. Get up, get up. He's stuck. Are you kidding? Gosh. I feel like everything has high magic resist down here. So maybe... Oh shoot. Maybe playing magic archer is a really bad idea.
Stay vigilant. Places unremarkable to glance may hold more.
Soon the enemy lurks round every corner.
Oh, what is this? So that didn't work.
They charge with little warning. Magic will avail.
I did not mean to cast Shadow Sigil again. Yeah, come in here. That'd be great. That is fantastic. Ricochet Hunter. Great choice. I need to start actually making some wake stones. I've got plenty of shards. Wake me up. Come on. Oh, come on. That was almost super cool. It's good to actually do damage to things. It's this freaking bow that I got. Oh, I hear more electric guitar. Kick. Oh. That's stupid. Does she not have legs? I hate that. Any day now, number 2. There are no wrong answers, except for what you're doing right now, which is nothing. Very good, number 2. Ricochet off of that one right there. Watch this. I don't know, buddy. Oh, Pawn cast a tornado on the wrong thing. Oh no, never mind. She did a good job. And she was awesome. Decided to actually kick it into gear and do like 3 spells. Crazy. Alright, let's see what this... I assume there's a boss in the other end of the store. Okay. I love that move.
Oh, debilitated.
Debilitated? It's just so good at pushing enemies back. Aha! Anytime now. Keep them off, you guys. Do magic. Do some magic. Pawn, why are you... Here, the more powerful the pawn, the stupider they are. I do not like that. I do not like what's going on. I do not like that, Sam. I am. Please stop. Oh, no! Ooh, he's excited. He sees number 2 and he's like, that guy. Come on. Into the narrow hallway. That is insane. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little heal. Homeboy just drop kicked me with one hit and I died. I rarely reference it, Vortex, but it felt appropriate in the moment. I'm running out of curatives. I can't keep up. For actually doing something. Feels like Pawn is literally just punctuating every single fight with unnecessary meteors. I'm totally fine with using the meteors, but use them when it'll actually help.
No, they hold the advantage.
This will restore a bit of health. What's this?
Anna's doing a great job. She's a great support mage.
I'm desperately low of stamina.
I don't like that one bit. I don't like that guy's not disappearing yet. There it is. Give me that coin.
I'll take that.
2 has a Wakestone shard. That is not going to fly with me. Gotta give me those things. Alright. I think that's probably a good place to stop. I mean, it's really not a great place to stop, but it's time to stop. So, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll get Dragon's Dogma 2. Probably not. Who knows? But thanks for watching. We'll be streaming tomorrow night at some point. Not sure what, not sure when. Tune into the Discord to find out. Link in the channel banner. Till then, have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.